Hi and welcome to MQW Driving School, another mock test video. This mock test is taken in Horsforth Test Centre in Leeds, United Kingdom, and this was a crash course for one of our students who done a good 10 to 20 hours of automatic driving lessons, and we booked him an early test date, and he was about to take his mock test today and go for the final test. So first we gave him an instruction to take a right turning into the first road. Everything was okay, but he just tilted a car a little bit to the right before turning right, and it might can disturb somebody coming from the front for the future time. So that's a little bit something to careful for the next time. Then it was a 20-mile street, and we just did some moving and stopping on that street, which he did very well. Then he see people doing some maneuver, and it was holding up traffic, and he be patient and stop nicely, and when it was clear he moved up. So first we was giving him a direction switch to go. So up till here he done no mistakes. It's just start of the test. We asking about doing some moving and stopping, so we gave him instruction, said that can you pull up on the left side just before you reach this black gate or just a safe place, and he stopped nicely, straight, reasonably close to the curb, and after he stopped he secured the car, so no mistake. Then we said thank you, move when you're ready, and then he moved off after looking his mirror and blind spot and signal, and then he still remembered it's a 20-mile street and he was driving on 20-mile speed. And when he reach about here, that is where he see that there is a little congestion on the road for some reason. The reason was actually it was another car was doing the parallel parking, so it was hold up here. So he decided to stop very nicely with the proper distance from the front cars, and he secured the car so the car don't roll back. And while even he was stopped, he was looking to the right and left to his mirrors properly, so maybe any cycle or motorbike can come from other side while he stopped, and anybody can overtake him. So he was still not wasting his time. He was paying attention to look all around properly. So soon the car go back to his parking position. The other guys got a chance to move off, so he checked the mirrors, blind spot, and he moved off, and he was passing by this tight space of meeting traffic, so he was looking right and left out of the window to see his distance from the parked cars, so in case if anybody opened the door he's going to be conscious. Then we said to him that at the end of the road take a right turn, so that's T-junction. There was a parked car on the left, which looks like a traffic car, but he understands it's a parked car, and he just move over from this parked car and continue his journey. So that's a good point. Good it. Then end of the road, the sat nav say end of the road, turn right, then at the roundabout go straight, second exit. So on this junction, it was a little bit busy to turn right. Then the traffic was coming from the left, and someone stopped for him to let him go, and that's how he came out. Otherwise this junction can be very busy, and sometimes it's very hard to take a right turning. And soon after the right turning, you will get the roundabout, and SatNav is going to talk about the roundabout from now. So right turn at the roundabout, go straight, second exit, or cross the roundabout, second exit. So stay left, no signal from the beginning, watch on the right, if no one, carry on, stay outer circle, mirror signal left now, and enter your second exit. So he did all this in a good order, in a proper way, so no mistake so far. So far he had no mistake, no serious, no danger, and no minor. Then we got a little chance to talk to him on this road, because it was all straight driving, and SatNav was about to say him the directions, like after half mile turn right. So we start talking to him. Are you feeling okay? Are you feeling better? Are you relaxed? If you have any question, ask me. What do you do normally in your life? If you would have not come for today, what you've been spending your time with, and a little bit chit and chat, just to see he can control the car while he's driving, because the examiner will normally do the same thing. They talk to you a little bit while you're driving, so they can see you can talk and pay attention on the road at the same time. So he maintained a good speed on this road. He was doing the commentary drive, so which is good for everyone who will like to do it. That means see what you're going to do on your driving, like look on the road sign, road marking, talk to yourself, do the commentary to yourself, and stay alert and attentive and be confident to drive. He did all this, and that's all worked well for him. So when he was getting close to the turning, he was just getting a little confused about how many yards and stuff. Now just remember, when you're driving on the SatNav driving, SatNav is only going to tell you when you're on the major road and turning to the minor roads. Then he's talking about the yards, that how many yards after you need to take a turn. If you are still confused, remember, if you're driving on the 30-mile road and you're getting 300 yards, that means start getting ready. If you're driving on the 20-mile road and 200 yards, that means start getting ready. If you're driving on the 40-mile road, 400 yards, start getting ready. Okay, so that's the best idea for you to do it when you're going from major road into the minor road. So roughly now the SatNav says you're going to take a right turning, and he finally identifies turning, but he stopped a little bit ahead of the center point of his turning point, and that make him late for his turning. So he have to do a lot of steering to save himself from the left and come back to the center of the road, and that is where he got the first minor mistake. So depending on the scenario, if you do very badly and if we have to control the steering to save him from the corner pillar and save from the crash, this might be a serious danger. But he done it okay. So far, according to the scenario, it was a minor mistake. Then after that, he started driving on this 40-mile road, and on this 40-mile road, we was watching for his speed, because out of the window, that was all perfect. Otherwise, if you don't look out of the window, left and right can be a mistake. So when we asked him to pull up here, and when he did and secured the car after that, we asked him to move off when you're ready. He did a good check, front and back. Then there was a van coming from the street on the right, this black van. He was not paying attention to this black van, he was only focusing on the front and back, not the right, and the van and this driver move at the same time together, like now. This. So another minor mistake for moving off safely. Okay, make sure let everyone go, when it's safe then move off. So that's another mistake. Then we asked him to take a right turn soon in one of the street. So he almost did the same kind of mistake, that he went a little bit forward before he made the right turning. But what? He saved himself. He did a good steering, good angle of the steering to save himself from the right turn. So make sure don't go too much forward where you have to do a lot of steering to make a right turning. Okay, so make sure stop better early, then you have to run less amount of the steering. Again, when he was on this road, one time it looks like he was about to go more than his speed limit of the road. So we have to watch his speed on this road, but it was almost exact 30. But remember, if the road condition and traffic condition don't allow you to be safely drive on 30 mile per hour, you can be a little bit less than 30 miles per hour, like 28, 26. Okay, so don't force yourself to drive exactly on 30 mile per hour. So he stopped for this car very nicely. He waited for car to go fully inside because he wasn't sure that he's gonna do the corner reverse and come out, or this man gonna cross the road or something. So he hold his car speed very nicely. Then later on, this road speed will change from 30 miles to national speed limit. All this time it was sat-nav driving. So sat-nav was guiding him all this time, we was not guiding him. So he did it well. This time it looks like he was about to increase his speed and he was not going to wait for the sign. But he done it okay. So he increased the speed after the sign, not before the sign. This road was 60, but it was not very safe to make it exact 60 on that road. So he decided to make a good progress all the time, whatever he think is safe for him to drive. So you guys should be doing the same thing. Don't force yourself to drive 60. Drive what looks safe for you on the day of the road condition, traffic condition, weather condition. So look on that situation, then do it. Then the sat-nav says take the second road on the right after a few hundred yards. And again it was about 200 yards left for the right turning, but he was going to take the first right turn here for somebody farmhouse. And we have to tell him, no, this is not the one sat-nav is saying. Look on the triangle warning, he's talking about the second one. And after that he said, sorry about that. And we said, that's fine, don't worry about it, I understand. So, and then he take this right turning. So be careful what the sat-nav is saying you to do so. Otherwise it can be a mistake if you go wrong side. Okay, even the right turning he was about to take, it was a dead end, you can't take it. Okay, so make sure don't do these kind of mistakes. Then he was approaching to this road, and the sat-nav says cross the roundabout, second exit. So cross the roundabout, second exit. Now this roundabout have no signs where he mentioned you that you need a right lane to go straight. So we have to help him. Okay, so we help him and said, can you please stay in the right lane to go straight to the second exit please. But when he heard this word from us, right, he started using his right mirror, right signal. I thought he's giving the right signal to move himself to the right lane, but he kept using his right signal, and for the car at the back it looks like he's gonna take a right turn to the roundabout. But when he reached here he said, okay, now first exit is gone, now mirror signal left and take the left exit. So he changed his signal to the left, otherwise it was going to be a serious mistake. Again, depending on the scenario, he cancelled his right signal and shifted to the left signal. So we gave him another minor mistake on this roundabout because of the wrong signal. Then he approached another roundabout. Sat-nav says, can you cross the roundabout, go straight, second exit. So he did okay. He slowed down, he looked right, he moved over like that, and everything was fine. Then the sat-nav says, can you take a left turn few hundred yards? So is a bend going to the right towards the airport pick and drop. So you're going left into this road, which is look straight to us. Is the new lines, the new road. Mirror signal left. So he understand little late, but he done it all okay. So there was no mistake at all, because the way we said to him, he take it as okay, it's something different. So he understand. We said, now we're going to take a left turn over here, please. So that way he understand he's not gonna go anywhere else. So we save him kind of from the mistake as well, but no mistake, all okay. Again, he was going down the hill, so we have to be careful to watch his speed, that maybe he's going more than 30. He was almost about to go more than 30, but he covered his brakes, slowed it down for the humps, and he managed his speed is at 30, not more than 30. Then the sat-nav says at the end of the road turn right. So that means this time the sat-nav will not say you any yards, he just say end of the road turn right. Simple T junction, left and right direction. And then we look for the speed sign, and he was doing the nice commentary that okay, speed is changing 30. He came to the line, he looked properly to the right and left, and then after that, when he think is safe, he take the another reason you're going into the low level of the speed, you're approaching the houses and all. So this road, we ask him to do the maneuver. Okay, so we find a good place for us to do the maneuver. So we said to him, can you pull up on the right hand side and you were safe please, so we can test you on your maneuver. So he did a very nice stop, very straight car, by looking proper mirror signal. to do automatic mock test, just go to our website www.mqwdrivingschool.uk and send us your order for automatic mock test, and we will arrange that, and after we do it we will make the video for you like that to explain you what mistake you have done so you can learn from your own mistakes. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.